3,000+. Nigga, you gotta sell on my old pay plan, like the pay plan I just came off of. You gotta sell like 12, 13 cars. No, not even like 13, 14 cars. You feel what I'm saying? Just to make like 3,000+. Nigga, yesterday, Friday, I sold 3 cars, bro. 3 cars in one day. Nigga, in one day, I made 2 grand. Hey, man, this shit not guaranteed, though. So, like, yeah, it's cool now. Like, it's better that we get paid this way now. Because at least, like, the way shit was going. And, like, first of all, Trump really fucking shit up. Dead ass. Bro, niggas either coming in my job, buying cars now because they know that shit gonna be expensive, or niggas is just not wanting to buy cars because they scared to buy a car and like fear of whatever is happening or whatever. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Buckeyes are on the move. Oh, gave the defender the business. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Pope.
Yeah, that's it done.
At the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. We saw that right there.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it.
Game over.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Pope. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's what players call a 7 route, and that receiver ran it to perfection.
They want to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Quick step and go. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
25.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. He's only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
All tied up and just about set to
You know what they be doing.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The toss to the outside. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
How about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Makes the grab down the middle. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Makes a connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will.
Flying down the right side. The 10. Touchdown LSU. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oklahoma State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Stillwater. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easy.
Here comes the Ohio State offense. And they were looking for a chunk play,
and
they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
This nigga Don just hit me with a quadruple.
The ultimate drive killer.
Gonna
We'll
make
see
it
if
right.
it costs this offense here.
Yeah.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the option.
I'm not paying attention.
Still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Oh no.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead.
No. Fuck.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Oh, he's going to take a chance. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the
No,
line.
it's not for me.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Looking for room at the 40. Got a lot of running room. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect play to wrap up the first quarter.
That was terrible.
First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the back. And it's loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball
Okay,
gets a little
I'm about to
heavier,
lose the spot.
it gets a
I'm
little
about to lose
slippery.
the
You're
spot,
trying to
man.
get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job on the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
On the option. Powers through the defender. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. A little old school football riding the big fella, and a nice gain on that one.
Yeah, this guy's an athlete, too. He's not just a blocker. He can hand off the ball, and he can go find positive yards. Shows you right there.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here.
Nope.
He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That fumble in Russ territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Only need positive yards on second down after the incompletion. They'll snap it from the 44. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because
he wants to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 10. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can sniff it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. You've got the athletes to go execute. Just fill it up.
He'll keep it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. LSU right back to the line. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really.
Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back.
Oh.
They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the touchdown.
On second down, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On the run, still looking. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to go up top on first down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They want to just keep throwing it. He's going for a big play downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
The defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Your man, Don.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And no chance.
I like the play, though.
Behind the line
Not
of
in that
scrimmage,
situation.
and they stop him and get the ball back.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 15, he's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Right back to the well. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
Yeah, one nice. One nice.
That's a 1st down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off.
I think some more shit.
And he's wrapped
so
up
my fault. I thought
after
he was going to keep
a
going
solid
for it.
return on the pick.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive
that
players.
is Chad Thor. 5-star lefty.
Securing that interception.
They'll leave it with the lone back.
Yeah, give him 95.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Fast motion from the offense. Shotgun snap on third down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. It might be a good call later on in the game.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's not what I wanted to do.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Here comes the option. Quick toss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass.
Ooh.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Come on, gang. I'm talking about my running back.
On
Can't
fourth
fucking win
down,
it.
trying to find his man.
Oh.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Couldn't work the play how I wanted
They never
to.
had a chance on fourth down.
I'd have
Trying
got
to
that.
catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but
know I would.
no protection. Quarterback
Same
didn't
as
have
Brown.
an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man.
Yeah.
Tremendous aggression there on foot.
He wants to throw.
No.
Pocket starts to collapse.
Hey.
And the ball is picked off.
Right here on my
Got
team.
room on the return.
Here we go.
The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome.
Where the fuck he just come from? What the fuck? He just teleported into the screen.
And then you jump the route, and you make the plays, and you just go get in that end zone.
Yeah,
It
they
is
just
so
the ball stuff.
pure.
I knew that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's been running hog wild since the opening kickoff. They're up by 17 over UTEP. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Back to the quarterback.
Oh my goodness.
The ball is out. Who's going to get it?
Hey, see, you try to do that bullshit again.
Defense has got it, and they're going the other way. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big ball in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up, making the big play.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat.
Adam.
And the quarterback is snowed under. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. On second down, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
They can't notice how much time I have.
One more snap coming before halftime. The play action fake. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown LSU. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be
going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
This time he's got his man. At the 40, there he goes. The expressway is wide open.
Oh my God, 7.
Ripped off a
Fast
huge
bastard.
chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, QB's got to find ways to push the ball down the field and make sure defenses don't just sit in zones and stay shallow. Nice job by the QB. Push it down the field. Make some big plays, baby.
And they corral him at the 2-yard line. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance.
No, stop trying to do the hokey dokey, nigga.
Behind the line of scrimmage, that'll be a loss of 3.
What a great job by the backside
Not
of the
going
defense
for that.
staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and
I had to
played
put them
their
white
assignment,
boys in.
and that's why they had success.
These niggas disciplined.
They're throwing for it on
Don't
4th
do that.
down.
Don't do that.
Looking for the score.
Oh my God, he just
And
died.
they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback,
Boy.
not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Handoff to the single back. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets it fly. Brings it down on the right side. He's loose. Touchdown by
That
you,
is what they call a
Bengals.
dot.
And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out
Okay.
a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
So,
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down.
And the pass is intercepted.
damn.
Taking it the other way.
Oh shit.
They'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, you just hold your breath every time this particular receiver gets the ball in his hands. Because of his speed, he's dangerous to score every single time he touches it. That time on the jet sweep, though, the defense did a better job playing team defense and getting him on the ground.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point splits the upright. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands.